refurbished PC that I brought. I managed to source one out for Malaysian ringgit, about 815 ringgit Malaysia. This PC is actually a HP Prodesk 400 G2. This is a mini tower and NT model. Inside this computer, we have a Core i7 4790, which is 4th gen Core i7, currently running at 3.6 GHz standard clock, and the turbo boost will be go up to 4.0 GHz. For this Core i7, it is actually in this Haswell architecture. It is among one of the top end, which is one of the high-end Core i7 available in the market back in the days. I think it would be worth it for me to make it into a gaming PC. So I'm gonna do a short review about this PC. So these PC are able to match according to certain website, AIGO, which is about PC build, as well as a few forums out there, that these processors actually are able to cope up with minimal bottleneck with GTX 1060 6GB with 6GB, as well as AMD Radeon RX 580. Therefore, I think this PC is actually very good for mid-range gaming, which is 1080p, which you will maybe probably get about 60 frames per second. Okay, so there's one challenge about this PC, is that this casing is actually not designed for aftermarket power supply, the one that I bought at release. So I would like to show you what is the challenge when I found that when I bought this PC, and I faced a difficulty in installing it. So, okay, this is semi-disassembled because I previously tried to do it, and that was without the videos. And then to show you actually how we take apart this HP Prodesk 400, install it into another new casing. Okay, so what we can see, this power supply actually has a notch inside, which is it apparently just matched with this power supply, as far as I know, because when I try to put on my new model power supply, I am unable to put it back inside here, the new power supply, because there is a sort of like a metal-like thing here. Okay, it blocked my power adapter, so I am unable to screw them on. So basically, my power supply were left hanging just like that without any screw. So when I tried to turn it upside down, the airflow was on the upper side. It's not gonna last long, and then I have to find the best way would be buying a new casing, salvage all these parts and then take it off and put on another new casing. Okay, so I'm gonna move that camera near here so that you can see what am I doing. Okay, now we are near to the camera, so you can see that's a problem here. Okay, here, this part, I would say is this part. I am unable to screw them on because with the new power supply, it gets blocked over here. This part, this map, so I have to change another casing because to match with my power supply. Okay, so this motherboard is actually a H81 motherboard. Okay, and so this is the parts that I have salvaged after I disassemble the HP Prodesk 400. So we have a hard disk drive of 500 GB, a 4 GB group memory, which is DDR1600 MHz. So this is a chassis fan. This is a chassis fan which is mounted on board. You can remove the connector if you want to, and then there's i7. This is an i7 cooler, and this is a H81 chipset. Okay, so this is the RAM that I purchased, HyperX, which is I'm going to install into this motherboard for my gaming rig, right? Okay, now that we have been disassembled our HP Prodesk G2400, so this is the results that we have been doing, which is we got a motherboard and with RAM module as well as a Core i7 4790, a 500GB hard disk, and the IO shield, as well as two SATA cable, and we got a chassis fan here with temperature sensor, if I'm not mistaken, fan control, sorry. And we have a speaker, a built-in speaker from the HP Prodesk itself. This casing is a micro ATX casing. The brand is ABKO NCORE, and the product model is Xtreme MX. One of the reasons why I picked this casing is because it is light and definitely it's cheap. That's the main reason why we are doing this video. Easy to move around, like you can move around because it is not too big. So yeah, I think it would be very convenient. Okay, and so this is our cases that we purchased, right? So at the side here, they have a hole for a cases fan, and at the back of the cases is like a standard cheap casing, PC casing, where we have one fan here, and we have a few slots for graphic cards and some external card, whatever you want to put it in. We have a power button, lights LED, and reset button, and two USB port, audio input and output. So we shall move to the next step. So the next part is where we're going to install all these parts. Okay, one more thing I forgot to mention, the power supply that I'm using will be AIGO GP650. It's a local brand power supply, but good reviews in online market, so I decided to take this one. And because of this cheap as well, value for money. And this is the graphic card that I had previously, so I'm just gonna put it in to test the performance of this PC. This graphic card is GT960. So with all that being said, we are going to start to install all of these parts into these cases right now. yeah, thank you for watching. Looking at this assemble the TECHIE Prodesk 400 G2 mini tower, where we take apart all the components inside and we put into a new casing. So we got this product, third party CPU casing, and with the HP Prodesk parts. That's all. So my next video will be more on the gaming benchmark, and I hope you will stay tuned. If you think my video is interesting, please kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I believe I'm looking forward to see you again next time. Thank you.